Let's turn our attention now to the potential sale of the San Diego Padres in baseball, and this is where we ask Sal to recuse himself. He's involved with one of the potential buyers, so just sit there and look pretty. Mike and I are going to keep this around.
It's hard for me.
But let's talk about that. Suddenly, the price tag for John Moores jumped up from what was about a $530 million deal. Now he's looking for a lot more. How much of that is attributable to the fact that the Dodgers just sold for over $2 billion?
Well, I think if you look at the multiple of revenue, Bob, I think you have to say almost all of it. I mean, the Padres do have a new TV deal that was not in place when Jeff Moorad started the process of buying the team for $530 million over multiple years. But now, as you mentioned, it's $800 million. And on top of it, Moores wants to keep $200 million of the $1.4 billion TV deal. So you're really talking about an $800 to $850 million deal. And that's caused some people to balk. I know, bad pun, but right. Steve Cohen's backed out. Thomas Tull, he offered $600 to $650 million, would not go any higher than that. He's backed out. And there's some trouble right now with the financing of Peter O'Malley. He's not being able to get some of the money I'm hearing from Korea that he was counting on. So you really only have a couple of guys left, and I'm not so sure that $800 million price is going to happen.
Well, is Moores and maybe every other Major League Baseball owner blinded by that $2 billion number? And I say that because the Dodgers, we've talked about, Mike, were one of those marquee franchises. They had a model there that was broken, but that the new ownership group feels they can fix, certainly. A difference in San Diego. The attendance is down. It's not a marquee franchise like the Los Angeles Dodgers are. So the numbers just seem off.
Two completely different markets. And you just pointed out, Bob, their attendance is down. One of the reasons is because they don't have a good team and their payroll is very low. So I'm coming in to buy the team and I'm seeing the owner who's leaving taking $200 million out. That's money that I want to reinvest back into the team because I've got to put a better product on the field so I can get people back out to the ballpark. Look, the Cubs and the Texas Rangers, the Rangers had a new TV deal in place that they knew about, even though it hadn't started yet when it was sold, went for 3.3 to 3.4 times revenue. Moores is looking for 5 times revenue. You pointed out, that's like Dodger money almost. So, you know, two different markets. I don't think it's realistic. Who knows? Maybe he could pull it off.
Well, bottom line, though, if you're a new owner, you're coming in there and you don't have access to that TV money, that's maybe a check you could write for some players, reinvest in the team. What if an owner comes in and then he just remains static because he doesn't have access to that?
Absolutely. Then all of a sudden, the Padres were not for the huge amount of money, over $30 million they get through baseball's revenue sharing system. They'd be posting a loss. They're only making money right now because of the huge revenue sharing check they're getting from Major League Baseball.